That's a date. We used to be, in the summertime, we saw each other once in a while.
It's okay.
Where? Oh, that one. That's when I fell in love with him.
Really?
Because he was dressed before, when I first met him, casual. And I wasn't too fussy because he was English and all that stuff there.
An English boy dressed casually. Pshaw.
No, because he was English. I had a hard time speaking English. And then I said, no, that's not going to work. And he said, yeah. And Blair and Rosemary, yeah. But Annie and Ken, no.
She didn't think you and Dad?
No.
But she thought Blair and Rosemary would?
Because he used to call and now you get the Rosemary to answer.
Really?
And if I answered, and he said, may I speak to Miss Boudreau? And I said, there's 3 Miss Boudreau here. Which one do you want to speak? I knew it was him. But I didn't want to, couldn't say my name. Couldn't pronounce my name.
You couldn't pronounce your name?
Yeah. Oh, my God. On the phone, I don't want to do anything to do with that. And then he called me up for a date on Sunday. And then he was dressed like that, and I was coming down the stairs at Burke's house. And I saw him at the door. He was standing waiting for me. I said, wow. He was dressed with this suit. That's so funny.
But how did, it was Blair that met Rosemary first, right?
Yeah, and he didn't have a car. Ken had a car. He said we should go to...
Because Dad was older? Dad older than Blair?
Yeah, he's the oldest boy. And then one time they wanted to go skating. And he said, Blair and Rosemary got together and they said we got to meet Annie to meet.
That's what it was. It was skating. I thought so.
And then let's go skating and tell Ken to come skating. Anyway, I didn't know him then, and he didn't tell me he was going to be there. So I was skating around, and then he asked me to skate with him.
So he knew the plan. Did Dad know the plan?
I think so, yeah, because he must have told Blair must have told him. So I didn't know he was Blair's brother.
Oh.
When I was skating with him, I thought the guy from Peter Roche trying to speak English. I said, oh yeah, just like the Peter Roche trying to impress, and I hated the guy from Peter Roche. Anyway.
Geez, you're fucking. You hated the guys from Peter Roche. You hated the English guys from Bathurst.
Not hating them because I had a hard time speaking English.
Yeah.
I wasn't comfortable.
Sure.
Not because I didn't like him. I didn't like the English. Anyway, I was skating with him, and I said, yeah, another guy from Peter Roche trying to impress me. And I said, I knew that was French. I was trying to speak, but I didn't let on. I couldn't speak.
You pretended that you could speak English?
Yes. So I said, I got to get rid of him because...
So here you start speaking a whole bunch of English.
And then I tripped him.
You tripped him on the ice?
Yeah. He fell.
On purpose?
Yes. But it was the second time he had asked me to go around. And I said, well, I'm not going to spend the evening with that. I didn't hate him there, but I didn't want to... As if he was more interested in me then. I thought, no way. And anyway, I tripped him and he fell. Not bad there. So I kept on going. And Blair and Rosemary were on the sideboard watching us if we were going to kiss.
Right.
So anyway, I went to them. And I said, I was skating with this guy. I said, I didn't want to skate with him. And he comes along. And then he said, Blair said, this is my brother.
And that's probably when he fell in love with you, whenever you stuck that skate out.
Anyway, oh my God, I think I must have turned every corner there was. And then we drove Rosemary and Blair, and then he drove me home, and then they wanted to go at the mayor's. I said, I don't know those people, I'm not going there. Rosemary, I said, they speak English, and I didn't go. So he drove me home, and Ken drove Rosemary and Blair home at the mayor's. No, she came in with me. Yes,
that's a ways to go, because you were still living at home.
Yeah.
Beresford to here, that's a way.
No, it was Burke's house on the Little River Drive. We stayed there 2 years.
Who?
Our whole family.
Really?
Burke's house.
Oh, you were living.
Yeah, because there was four sisters,
What 4 sisters?
the Burkes.
Okay.
And only one got married, but her husband died young.
Who?
Only one, Eva. Zita. And she got married, and in only 5 years, he got killed in the Kenny's mill. Kenny's used to have a mill right there in the
What?
corner.
Zita's husband?
Yeah.
Just across the river here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that mill.
But their house was on Riverside Drive. The house that's way back now, they put it back there. That's why the Burkes are. There were 4 girls.
Oh, right. Peter Kenny, or Peter Kenna lives there.
No, Peter Kenny lives on that one,
Oh,
right there,
yeah,
before the track.
right. Which house are you talking about?
Burke's, the house, Doctor, the last name, bought it. And they hauled it way back.
Oh, up here,
Yeah,
yes. And there was a dog. There was one of the girls that was kind of funny in the head, or
Yeah.
yes, I remember going to that house.
Anyway,
That's where you lived?
no. That Burke's Hill, there was 4 sisters, and when her husband died, the other one moved in with she was the 4th sister.
Right.
They were living there, but they're living also on Burke's big house for a while,
What big house?
on Little River Drive, where we rented.
You rented a house on Little River Drive.
The Burkes called Mom because they're our cousins. They said, the house is empty.
Why don't you live there?
Yeah, why don't you live there?
Hmm.
So we moved there for a couple of years. There was buses going around and we were working down there.
See, I thought you lived up in Barrowford, and I'm thinking, how in the heck?
There for most of our lives. That's where we were born.
Okay.
But for us to work, we had to take the bus in the morning to go to work, and it was freezing. We had to walk about all of the station roads to catch the bus. Yeah, because of the main road. So anyway, Mom must have said something that poor girls had to get up early in the morning because they're working down. Anyway, the Burkes said, my God, we have an empty house there.
I
Because
see.
that's why they were all born. And the one that got married got that house over there. She was married to children. And then they all moved with her because the house was too big. It was a huge house. And then when they heard that, when we were talking to them, I said, my God, move the bastard. We'll let you have the house for nothing. The house is going,
Decrepit,
no
yeah.
heat in it and all that stuff. So we did move there for 2 years.
You and?
Our whole family. Not my father, of course. My father was there.
So just because you girls had to travel to work,
Yeah. We were closer to home. All we had to do was take the bus and walk.
so she moves the whole family down here to the basin
Yeah.
just because you and Rosemary and Tony need to work in town?
Yeah.
Why? What about the boys?
Freddie was working for NBTL. George wasn't working. Ronnie was too young. And we lived there for 2 years, and that's when I met Ken.
Mm.
And when we met Blair first, I don't know how she met him, though. All skating. That was our favorite top spot. Either movies or skating.
Where was the movie theater? Same place as
Two
we?
places. Two theaters.
There's
One-
2 theaters here?
St. George, and now they turned it into a bowling alley. And the one on King Street where there's KBC.
Yeah. There's a bowling alley on St. George?
There was a long time ago. They turned it into, yeah, there was a theater and then they turned it into a bowling alley. It was not making any money after a while. It was years after. We used to go, and when I moved to town, I was so lonely. I used to go to one theater one night, the next night.
Really? That's where all your money went?
Yeah. And I was only making 18, I was paying $10 for.
You're making $18 a week?
Yeah.
And you're paying $10 a week in movies?
For board.
Oh,
I used to live with the Arsenals across the cathedral.
I thought you were living over here.
Well, that's when we moved there. That's when we moved there.
Oh, I see.
so it was much better for us. We only stayed 2 years because it cost us a fortune to eat it. We had to eat it.
So that's
They didn't charge us rent, we just had to.
sure.
And Tony and I, then we moved to Campbellton, get a job there, and then she went to Shepherd Fair.
So then she moves you all back out to Beresford?
Yeah, we moved back to Beresford.
Why? Because it's.
It was cheaper.
But then you had to travel into Bathurst.
Yeah. Oh, and then we rented. That's when I moved to Bathurst. I rented with the Air Snow.
Mm.
So that's, I didn't have anything to use, buy a pair of shoes. I had to work a whole month if I could buy a pair of shoes. Well, that was tough. That was tough those years. What was it? First thing I bought was a Singer sewing machine. Make my own clothes.
Very good.
Yeah.
I remember that. Is that same old Singer sewing machine that you had forever there?
Yeah. Yeah. It was me was working there.
At Singer?
That was her first job. And then she was transferred to Campbellton. Then after that she didn't like it, and then she moved to Shelterby, Quebec. And she wanted me to go with her. And I was going over with Ned and thinking of getting
Ned?
And Ned Ken. Ned and Ken, I mixed that there with the names lots of times.
So you're dating Dad then, and then you were thinking, oh, I don't know.
Well, we were planning on getting married. So we got engaged on Christmas, and 6 months later, I said we can save our money. So I opened an account in Ken's name, because I wasn't going to get married, have nothing. He had a good job at the mail.
Mm.
So I said, I'm going to open an account, and if we have enough married, we get married in September. He agreed to that. I said, money is yours, something if we break up. So we save $1,000.
That's a lot of money.
Then.
Shit.
Yeah. So, anyway, we got married, and then Quebec City for our honeymoon.
Quebec City, yeah?
Yeah. That's where we adopted Julian.
Mm-hmm.
But we went to see a couple that adopted a kid. They live on College Street. And then we said what it was like, we asked for some information from them, because we couldn't get one in New Brunswick. We applied. There was no kids, no babies. Because that's when they started. No, they didn't start. I don't know why they couldn't get. It's so hard, they said, adopt a child in New Brunswick. And
I've heard that.
Not.
Mm.
I don't know what the problem is. Unless the parents don't sign them.
I don't know.
Remember that?
I know. I remember that too.
I remember that.
I remember being there and thinking, I was making you guys laugh, and I was thinking, I love making them laugh. This is funny.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
entertaining.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that. I'm entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean, look how old I am there, and I remember that day.
Well, you were about a year older.
But I remember that day.
Or,
I remember all of you being in front of me, and you're taking pictures, and I'm going, wow, I'm like the center of attention here. This is awesome.
oh, you loved it. You loved the attention. You didn't have enough when you were grown.
Mm.
Maybe when you were grown, when you were small. You were quite a girl. And Glenn used to tease you, and anything you did, Glenn was laughing. We try not to, because we want you to eat, because we had a hard time to make you eat.
I have the same.
Yeah, you were the same?
No, I have a hard time making her eat.
Not anymore.
Why are you guys laughing?
Because you love to eat.
So?
I mean, there's nothing wrong.
Yeah.